You get a week to just relax and don't even think. We have days and days on this boat left. Relax. Just let God just wash over you. Speak with humble voices to him about who he's turning you into. Who are the people that you're becoming? And then go home and use those voices with the people who look up to you. All the young people in your lives. All the people that have surrounded you have been dropped into your lives. I remember being in a hurry when I was a dad and I had that minivan with the fake wood siding. Did you guys all have those? I thought it looked so boss. And so I was in a big hurry and I slid the door closed and I started leaving and I realized I couldn't leave because my fingers were stuck in the door. And it took a moment for the pain to go up there like to here. And sometimes we can't get to the heart of the Father because we're in so much of a hurry. So just delight in these next couple days to just slow down. I was watching the water with all the icebergs floating around. Jay, how many of you wanted to jump in when you saw the water? I know there's a Nathan, I know. Down deep. You wanted to jump. I just wanted to grab my knees and do a cannonball. When our kids were young, we used to take these boat trips up in these areas, and I could look on there's a little indicator that would say the temperature of the water, and it was like 50 degrees, and we went a little bit further, it's like 55, it's warming up. We go a little around a bend, it's like 60 degrees. This is awesome. We kept going. I'm telling you kids, you guys, it's warmer, it's warmer. We go 10 miles, it's like 70 degrees. We finally get to where we're going. It's 73 degrees, and it's in the middle of the Northwest, and so I get my swimsuit on. I jump in. You guys, it wasn't the temperature of the water, it was the miles we've traveled. No brains, no headache. Oh, but part of this whole idea is figuring out, like, if we're going to actually figure out this life, we need to get a couple things right. And we get so distracted by our busyness, we just can't get there. And it'll sometimes be the creepy people that distract us, right? The people that you've been avoiding. I spent my whole life avoiding the people Jesus spent his whole life engaging. And what I'm realizing is that something's got to change. I just need to slow down. I need to start seeing them. And it's hard when they do creepy things. I walked out in the morning, 5 in the morning, to turn on the coffee pot in our kitchen, and I look out on my back porch. There's a dude sitting there. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I open the door, I'm like, hi, I'm Bob. And he's like, I read your book, and I read something about somebody who came on your porch, so I didn't think you'd mind. That's how you get restraining orders. And it happens, and you know I get all these calls. I've got like 20 of them today. These calls, I got home and I changed into my favorite blue shirt and my sweatpants, and I've been out on the road, and I went into our living with Sweet Marie, and the phone rang. And I answered the phone and said, hi, it's Bob here. And there's a woman on the other end of the phone, and she said, that's a really nice blue shirt. Oh my God! So what happens, we're in a real big hurry, and we're totally creeped out by people. And what we need to do is to figure out how to deal with this. How do we re-enter into the world with people who have different world views and all this, and they're all insecure. They're just working it out in different ways. I'm going to tell you one last one, then I promise I'll stop. I got a direct message from somebody on Twitter. They said, I heard you're going to be in Dallas next month or something, and I wondered if I could come and see you. And I'm like, I'm just there for a moment. I have to go to Oklahoma, and I don't fly into Love Field till 10 at night. And so I didn't hear anything more. I get there, and I called a friend. I said, who's driving cross country from D.C. I said, I'm going to be in Oklahoma. Could you give me a ride from Love Field to my hotel when I get there? And he said, no sweat. I got a Suburban. See you when I get there. And so I get back to Love Field. I'm standing out in front of baggage claim, and he pulled up in the Suburban, and he said, "Bob!" And so I went over and I looked in the window, and he just didn't look like I remembered him looking. But I thought, I don't know, maybe he's been on Jenny Craig. And so I'm no dummy, so I said, "How was the drive from D.C.?" And he said it was, 3 days, here I am. So I get in the car, we're 5 miles from Love Field, and I get a text message. It said, "Bob, I'm at the airport. Where are you?" Look, it's Twitter Dude! And he had a Suburban! I think God is constantly trying to get our attention, and he uses the strangest people. He was a Juilliard-trained violinist. He just thought he wanted to meet me, and he's going to teach everybody how to play violin in these Civil War countries. He didn't mean to be creepy. He just was creepy. I think he just spent too much time in a dark room with just sheet music. So, what I'm trying to do, though, is to see them the way that God sees me. Because here's the deal. We're the creepy people. You are creeping people out. Sometimes people, they hear this stuff about Jesus and they don't have a shelf for it. And so what we need to do is learn how to follow Jesus, but to do it humbly. Right? That idea. And it's easy to get confused. You guys know what awesome means now, right? My first time to Uganda, we went to a village and we pulled in, there's all these little kids, and we had a blast, and I jumped in the Jeep to leave, and we're pulling out, and I'm waving goodbye to these kids, and there's like 5 kids running after the Jeep. And we're driving a little further, now there's like 10 kids, so I get like both hands going. There's like 30 kids running after the Jeep, and I asked the driver, "What's the deal?" And here in the United States, this means like, "Hi." And in Uganda, this means "follow me." Jesus keeps saying, "Follow me," and I'm like, "Hi." Following Jesus is going to lead me and you to some uncomfortable people in some uncomfortable circumstances. But what I want to do is to go there, and we got to figure out who we are to get there. There was this great question. It was to describe yourself in 3 words. You have that, Derek? Just know the first one. Describe yourself in 3 words. I am a rebel. That's so me. Count them up.